Hey, guess what? Turns out they found another thing that's racist. Here's the headline. Shark Week lacks diversity, overrepresents men named Mike. This is according to scientists. And you know, I've got to say that scientists haven't had a good run over the last few years, have they? Researchers say that Discovery's programming overwhelmingly featured white men as experts while emphasizing negative messages about sharks. And as we all know, white men bad, sharks good. So when you see something like this where the programming overwhelmingly featured white men, the only thing that can explain that is racial hatred, obviously. But I have to say, this doesn't really come as a surprise because everything is racist, it turns out. Cutlery is racist. Well, it turns out also cheese is racist. Does that make France the Fourth Reich? I don't know. How about this? Can computers be racist? Big data, inequality, and discrimination. So, can computers be racist? I think we know the answer to that. Of course, milk is a white supremacist symbol. That's racist too. I mean, just an obvious one. But we're not letting peanut butter and jelly sandwiches off the hook here either. And the next time you sit down with a glass of milk and a PB&J, you're oppressing somebody. Sorry to tell you. Of course, we all remember the racist boulder that had to be removed from a college campus, and the old classic racist birds. So it's kind of hard not to be racist when apparently literally everything in the world is. I mean, according to researchers, that is. Of course, this all comes from a professor, a biology professor at Allegheny College in Meadville. She was wondering if Shark Week was feeding audiences the wrong messages about sharks and who studies them. Let's see, she led a team of researchers to examine hundreds of Shark Week episodes that aired between 1988 and 2020. Now, you might be thinking that this is a colossal waste of time and resources. Yeah, it is. I mean, there has to be something of value that this professor could be leading a team of researchers to examine. Because I can't imagine that this is something that anybody other than her and the team of researchers care about. So what did they discover with all of this effort? The programming featured more white experts and commentators named Mike than women. So it's not just white men, it's white men named Mike. I wonder if they're the guys who run the patriarchy. I guess if peanut butter and jelly sandwiches get canceled, if you know somebody named Mike, you can blame them. Well, another part of their crucial research here found that more Shark Week episodes included stories of attacks and other fear-mongering messages than positive language describing sharks as awe-inspiring or ecologically important. You know, all this fear-mongering about sharks, it's just so unfair. You know, I'd like to see more positive language, like when you're swimming in the ocean and you see a big shark fin stick out of the water, don't freak out. Swim up to it. It probably wants you to pet it. But you know, there's something else they haven't considered here, something even more terrifying than the overrepresentation of Mikes on Shark Week. And that's that if Shark Week is racist, how do we know this doesn't go deeper? How do we know that sharks themselves aren't racist? Is it time to start talking about great white privilege? I mean, as long as the world is completely insane. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.